is Tanika. Thanks for coming back. Please like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy. Olive juice. Wow. Yeah, it's yours. Just take the whole thing, and I love you. Yeah. This time she did not snap at me. You always snaps at me. You're not inconvenienced just because I'm telling you I love you. Yeah, saw me over here with my hair tilted like this. She's like, fuck you over there pouting. I'm not pouting. Okay. It came down after I impressed. Okay, I just had to come back because there's just one more thing with my hair keeps coming down. I be having this stuff pinned. Get up in there. Get in there. It'd be too hot to have it just down. Anyway, get in there.
Got the kick.
Okay. So I was coming back to say I'm still chewing the gum. Hi again. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to come back because it stuck with me after I did the recording last night in the car. There's one aspect of all of this that is contributing to the vocalization or the utilization of my voice, finally. In all the situations that I'm referring to and that I walk down memory lane and I share with you guys, it's like what they all have in common is that I was a secret, and the injustice was a big secret. Look. Like this hair falling out of at a place of where I put it is not a secret. Alright. That's not a secret. Get in there. Anyway. But yeah. Nobody knew what was going on or that I had been targeted, that I had been literally being mistreated, abused. And then that's also in another shadow behind a literal smear campaign that would have completely, like, if I decided to whimper out and say, please get your foot off of my neck, or please get out of my face, I'm just trying to move forward. If I had done that, these people were trying to cover themselves by, this is so loud, right? Just a second. Because you know how sometimes it turns itself up? You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. That's all right. Anyway, but it's like they will have done that background work to cover themselves. So if I wanted to say something, I didn't even know that such a thing existed. Except for one of the chicks that became the ops. She went through this whole process of telling me, like, yeah, ain't no point in you. Everybody that you've been shaking hands with and talking to for however many years, you think that they see your light. They all think that you're fake. They all think that you're fake. That's what this chick told me. That it just started working with us. This is when I was telling you that I loved her, and I tried to, like, emotionally and spiritually take her under my wing. She's younger than me in many ways, and so I was very sensitive to her. But she is one of the first ones that, regardless of the motivation behind the disclosure, she told me about the people who were actually like playing right in my face and acting like they liked me because they had been tainted by somebody else. And and I was just like, how are people allowing themselves to form an opinion about someone that they've never, like, we don't even have any conversations other than hi, how was your day, have a good day, or oh, this elevator's taking a long time, or oh, did you catch the what's it called, the town hall, you know. And that's at a couple of jobs, but I'm just saying. And then when she turned for her own reasons, and it's like I always consider that because this person was like super close. She actually had and has a secret crush on the gentleman that was over the investigation. They had a not relationship, a not connection where we just homies. But really, it's like I don't even think that she really wanted him until I think that he raised an eyebrow to me one day, and that caused her to completely, like, that just fueled the hatred and the smear campaign. And like I'm saying, there's always someone in the midst of every conversation. Like there are always villains everywhere, but then there are people who they are not necessarily watchers per se, but these are people who they are witnessing what's going on, and they may not have felt empowered to speak up and do anything or say anything, and just was just trying to stay out of the way. But they spoke up enough to me to come to me to confirm what I was suspicious of anyway. It's like, hey, this is not being handled fairly. Are you, and this is even in the private relationships too, it's people's cousins, sisters. One person's mother was like, you got to watch out for her, or you got to watch out for him. I'm just saying. And that's why I said these messages and the spiritual guidance that comes from many sources. Like people, no one on this, in this dimension, made a person just speak up and talk to me and say something and disclose the truth, a truth that I maybe didn't know, to let me know that, hey, I know you think nobody knows, but there are some people who do know what's going on. We do see it. And I'm so sorry. You might want to consider blah, 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 X, Y, and Z, or LMNOP over here. And I'm just like, well, if you know that, why don't you, like, so do you mind me telling the person that you know, like, and that we all need to have a conversation? And of course, so that no one is compromised and nothing happens. But that's what I'm saying. I was a secret. It was a secret in my family when they covered up the things that had happened to me. It was a secret at those jobs where people just, when I was in my 20s, oh my God, I hate getting fired, I'm telling you. And that's what I was saying. People, they never anticipated. Like, I look up and you're asking me for the key to the building back because I'm your opener at this store or at this bank or at this credit union, at this business, whatever. You trusted me with that, and you asked for the keys back one day, talking about maybe an alarm needed to be updated, and we were all getting new keys, and I'll get the new key when we get new keys. And I would just be like, what happened? Like, what did I actually do? I was on time for work. I don't have any friends up here, so there's no gossip train for me. I'm not hanging out smoking with nobody. Is that what it is? Because I'm not one of the homies. There are some places that I was treated like that because I am black, and then there are some places that I was treated like that because I wasn't black enough to them. This is what I'm talking about. These are the injustices. On the other side of what I'm saying is a whole audience they're carrying around this perception of a situation or of me that you really didn't know anything about. You were being fed some bullshit. People trying to make it seem like I'm dumb. I mean, like, literally, like, you realize I can see you, my periphery, even though I'm looking this way. I can see you over there doing this. Like, I'm crazy. Aww. Like, I don't need to show you that I see you. I just move accordingly. I know not to get close to you. When I was in my 20s and had women who were in their 30s, 40s, and 50s acting every bit of 13, just staring shit up. And I was just sitting back peeping it, like I was never involved in no shit like that in school. Well, there was one time. There was one time that it got back to me that people were talking about some of the sexual trauma that I had experienced and some of the realities about my reality, my life, my private details. And there were people who were spreading it around. Girl, you hear what they said? Blah blah blah. And this Asian girl came up to me. Her name is Anna. Anna came up to me and she was like, "Hey, there are rumors circulating about you." And she's an upperclassman. And Anna was like, she's like, "Hey, that shit itself." That's why I started. I was off. Like I didn't care about. Like she had a whole backstory to how similar experiences traumatized her. But like what she didn't know is that I didn't know that all that stuff was being said. I didn't know. I think she was the way that I finally found out that a bunch of stuff was being said. How many times I was in a connection with the guy and I'm thinking that we are cool and it's just me and this guy and we're just dating. It's just casual dating. I'm thinking it's casual dating. And then I look up and in a text conversation, his girlfriend texts me back or his wife. And I'm just like, this is not what it looks like. I don't know how often he does this, but I didn't know about you. And I'm so sorry that that happened. Yeah, you can say you didn't know all you want to. And I'm like, the secret of who and what it's the secret who and what I am. Like, but you let yourself believe what in your heart you obviously wanted to believe. That was already there. No one had needed to coerce you or really manipulated you. They just needed to introduce you to a reflection of something that you already thought. And that's what I think. Just like when you hear the truth, it resonates with you, not because you want something to be true. Like the speculation about the gateway to Egypt or to Middle Earth and to so many other places is in the Grand Canyon. Have you ever heard that before? I'm like, damn, like why that type of illusion? Why that type of, misguiding? Like what is that based on? Anyway, it's the being a secret. Not realizing that, because it's not like my business, it's everybody's business. I'm not saying that, but if my name is floating around and gossip is my name is in the gossip, is on the, or my name is the tea. My name is the tea. And it's all taint. It's not, none of it is the actual, like you ain't even come to the vine. You're not even picked off any of my leaves. These are people observing me. They don't even know me. Like, how could you just run with that and spread that? How come you didn't come to me? Like, hey, because anyway, I'm just saying, call on whatever occasion it is that I'm calling on, I'm doing so with the intention again to say, hey, this happened. This is a part of my testimony that this happened. And while obviously I'm still here, no, I didn't. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened that I missed. This sign and this sign and this message. My God, when the butterflies come around, I just know that the ancestors are there. I just know that I'm being smiled on and embraced and hugged and loved on by spirit. When I say, and I just love nature, but the butterflies, like I like fireflies, but it's the butterflies. I like all of them. You know what I'm saying? I like the frogs and the turtles. I like all of them. Okay, squirrel. I'm gonna get it together, okay? I'll get it together. I'm looking at almost 13. I'm gonna stop now. So it's exactly 13 minutes, okay? I just wanted to insert this part. It's probably gonna be in another, because the other video is already like 40 minutes. I don't want to keep you for like an hour. But again, if what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, then okay. If it does, know that you're not alone, and I do understand. There is someone else out there. I'm out here. I understand. I understand where you are or where you were, what you're coming through. And I just want to show you that you can still come out of this with a degree of your innocence. And your light doesn't have to be in any way dimmed. The color doesn't have to, whatever. Like, just hang in there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you need to talk. Okay, thank you.